Yeah, you can lie about it, but it's not gonna change a thing. Maybe you'll try to hide it. Pull down the curtain where the light comes in. Baby, we walked this road so many times before, but you always stop at my door. Yeah, maybe we'll fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins, I can forget about you. Live out my days like it's still the same. There's still a part inside you, closing me out like I'm to blame. Yeah, we can fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins. All I know is how it goes when a heart like yours beats a heart like mine. We could turn all the words to raps, but a love like ours will break with time. It will break with time. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this shows. I know my part, but down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending, but where it begins.
What is up, YouTube? It is Dolly back once again with the lovely PJ, of course. And tonight, we got some updates on the case we were talking about last night and some other things. But first, PJ, what should they be doing?
Hit the like.
They should definitely be hitting the like button right about now. There's 258 of you in here. So there was a press conference in the case of this missing girl that was brutally murdered. And me and PJ are going to discuss that with you guys a little bit here tonight to start off with. You want to start with that, PJ?
Yeah, that is just the main storyline right now, and it's
The
crazy.
main story is this girl being brutally murdered. And you know, we talked about last night who it could have possibly been. Was it the boyfriend? Was it a stranger? Was it maybe an ex-lover? Was it a sugar daddy? Was it her damn plastic surgeon?
Yeah,
We
I
talked.
want to know who in chat guessed this one.
Yeah, I guess, well, it was, we come to find out they believe it is a stranger. There was some DNA recovered from this young lady. And Pete, I'll let you tell them, PJ, because you do it so much better.
It's just I'm still kind of stunned by it. I definitely didn't expect it. I know that there was a possibility of a stranger that did it, but it just seems so personal that I mean, I still think it could possibly be they knew each other somehow. But basically what they said was that they were able to recover some DNA from the remains, trigger warning, and they have a database of anytime that a crime is committed, basically throughout the whole United States. I believe they have a database where they collect DNA if there's been a crime. And so they were able to collect some DNA from the evidence, and they ran it through their system and they found a match. However, that match didn't provide an identity. And so that's where we're at.
So they have the DNA of the person. They even have a picture and a video of this person, this suspect. But at this time, they do not know the identity of this person. Now, that DNA was hit to a home invasion that took place in California. Okay.
And
So,
an assault.
yeah, well, assault, a home invasion assault. So this killer, at this point, he is a killer. He has moved from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, right where he is
Yeah.
struck. Now, they're saying that it is a Hispanic gentleman, what, about 5'9", 165 pounds.
Yeah.
The video they have of him is of him leaving the place of the home invasion of the assault, which is what his PJ is referring to. And you just want to go ahead and pull up the press conference?
I really do, because I really want to get some input, because to me, if this is the scene of his crime from the past where he's leaving a home invasion / assault, I'm just so confused why somebody just, casually lets him out and basically kind of like says bye, shuts the door behind him. And
it didn't look like he was in too big of a hurry to go anywhere. But here's the thing. If you was a neighbor and you seen somebody run out your neighbor's house, that would be a little alarming to you. Now, if you just looked over and somebody was walking out the house, you would maybe not think so much of it either.
Right, but I'm guessing the home that he just walked out of is the home that he assaulted somebody in and invaded. So therefore, the person inside the home casually just letting them walk out, like, okay, bye, see you later. It just,
or maybe he had a weapon or a gun or something of that nature. Do you think Brian Kohlberger ran when he left
no,
the home in Idaho?
no.
Yeah, see, so a lot of these people, they're calm and collective when they do these heinous things. Let's jump over to the press conference and we'll run it for people that haven't seen it yet. And this is the press conference that this took. Well, they delayed it one time, PJ. And I told you when they delayed it, I said they have a suspect. They're going to come up and have a suspect.
In the start of this, he explains that they delayed the press conference. He apologizes for the delay. He said they had a lead that they had to follow up on, but that didn't pan out.
Yeah, because they're hunting for this guy right now. Yeah. You can believe they're and we talked about it a little bit, but we'll get in that in a minute to why I think this guy is in that area, okay, and why he went from California to Maryland. I'm going to touch on that in a minute, but let's just jump into this just a little bit. All right, let me turn this up so everybody can hear it.
As of right now, that lead hasn't panned out for us, but we're still out there investigating it.
Can y'all hear that?
That's why we had to postpone.
It's slow.
So first off, I just want to start off by saying thank you for coming out tonight. I am Colonel William Davis, Chief Deputy of the Harford County Sheriff's Office. I know this briefing comes in late in the day, but last night we received critical pieces of information, and our detectives have been working throughout the night and today, running down our new leads. Once the new evidence came to light, Sheriff Gaylor was adamant that we needed to inform our community as soon as possible, and that's why we're here tonight. As you know, since Saturday, August 5th, 12 days ago, the Harford County Sheriff's Office has been working around the clock to get justice for Rachel Morin and hopefully bring peace to her family. Since that first day, over 300 community tips.
They're saying it's super low, PJ.
Yeah, it's low. I mean, I can hear it. I can understand it. I don't know.
That's the only copy of it I have. Does it get any louder than that? Because I have it turned all the way up on YouTube.
No, unfortunately, I don't believe it did. I don't know how to help. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah.
I flooded our inboxes and emails.
Okay.
Has grabbed local, state, national, and international headlines. Everyone with the same goal: find the killer and bring justice to Rachel. DNA evidence is part of nearly every modern day investigation, and in Rachel's case, DNA evidence was collected by our forensic services unit. That DNA was analyzed by the Maryland State Police, and it was ran through the National CODIS system.
Okay, basically what he's saying, if for the people that can't hear, is they collected DNA. That DNA was ran through their CODIS system. It came back as a match to this person we just spoke of.
DNA evidence, this DNA evidence comes back as a match tied to a home invasion and an assault of a young girl in Los Angeles this past March. Unfortunately, that suspect has not been positively identified, but he did leave behind his DNA. Based on the DNA evidence, we consider the individual in the video we obtained from the Los Angeles Police Department and that we are about to show you on our TV screens to be the person that murdered Rachel Morin on August 5th. So we're now going to show the video.
Okay. So right now they're showing the video. Let me unmute you, PJ. You got
Thank
it
you.
is. You got that air conditioner on, so you have a lot of background noise. When I muted you, you could hear the sound a lot better.
Okay, yeah. I figured you muted me for a reason.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Could y'all hear it
see,
better, guys? They're
I
getting ready to show the video of him leaving the home invasion.
have something to input. When he said that he left his DNA, was he referring to that type of assault, you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking why else would he have done this to this lady if
I'm just trying to connect the whole scenario, I guess.
there's no closed caption on this video. I was trying to turn the closed captions on, but there ain't none. So let's go ahead and play the rest of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you again, PJ.
Okay.
And then once I stop the video, I'll unmute you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And just so everyone's aware, this video after this press conference, this video will be posted on our social media.
Okay, so they're gonna post a video afterwards. Okay, wait a minute. PJ, hold on. We got to talk about this. PJ,
I told you.
you were absolutely right. Somebody was at the door with him and shut the door. How can that person not know him?
If I had to take an educated guess, I feel like he possibly had relations with a minor.
Okay, you're thinking he's had some type of relationship. Oh, and he wasn't. The minor has let him in, and the family has charged him with or something of that nature.
It's the only thing that makes sense because when they were asked questions at the end of the press conference, there were a couple of reporters that asked questions, and the age of the lady was it was like they were trying to tiptoe around it. And he said, yes, young lady. And then just everything connects to it. From that, it looks like the person let him out and said bye. Like, we're missing the kiss bye. And I hate to say it like that because clearly that person's a victim and this is a predator. But just from this little,
a young girl, so she was able to report it before she was murdered. No. See, this was in California, and they're saying this was a home invasion, but it looks like. All right, what does it say? Fox 26 Houston standoff. Dude shot 3 cops, and they got this armed vehicle that is literally tearing the house apart. Sorry, but it's crazy and live. In case you're interested.
Okay, yeah, I just lost my train of thought.
Wow.
Because the scenario here, what I'm thinking, and that's how I believe the home invasion charge could be. Because if it was a minor, him coming in and being, I'm speculating.
Yeah. And whoever says something about that, send me the link to my Facebook. All right.
It's all over Facebook. I think Jamie probably already sent it to you because I saw it probably 4 hours ago.
Guys, don't mistake this. Okay, so the murder that took place is in Maryland. The video we're seeing right here is in California. Okay, so this was this person leaving this house in California. His DNA matches the DNA from that house. Okay, thank you, Nanny Turtle Gang. Love the Dolly and PJ show. So that's how they were able to match him. Now, the suspect, they don't know who it is, but I have a feeling somebody in that house knows a little bit more about who this man might be. I think it was an underage girl in that video that he met up with. If you look at the arm, it was small. Doesn't look like he stole anything.
I don't think home invasion means that he stole something. I think it means that he just entered the property and invaded it, not necessarily that he came in and took over and stole things.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mute you. Let's play a little bit more of this video, PJ.
All right, you want to play it one more time?
All right, they're gonna play it one more time. Okay, he has a chain on. He's looks like a Hispanic gentleman, no shirt. He's a pretty built guy. He don't look like a small guy at all. Now let's get to the hands that shut the door. Okay, it looks like somebody small. They got the door. He looks all sweaty too, like, so that, you know, but it's definitely somebody lets him out the house. There's no doubt. It just does not catch his face very good. Okay, let me unmute you, PJ.
Yeah.
So definitely somebody let him out the house. Somebody definitely have seen him firsthand.
Is he
Okay.
carrying his shirt, or is that a sweatshirt he's carrying?
Yeah, it looks like he has his clothes with him. Like he didn't bother to get dressed. He just got partially dressed and left.
Yeah.
Like a hit it and get it kind of thing. Now, are they saying he forcefully took sex from the
anything other than home invasion and assault?
All right, I'm gonna mute you once more. Let's hear what they say.
Okay. When you're ready, we're going to post it on our social media. Based on our analysis of this video and witness observations, we believe the suspect to be approximately 5'9", 160 pounds, and of Hispanic descent. If you have any information about this suspect, we are asking you to please call our detectives at our tip line. And the tip line number is 410-836-7788. We've also established a dedicated tip email address, and that email address is rmtips@hartfordsheriff.org.
California, Lisa.
As in Rachel Morin, tips@hartfordsheriff.org. We want to make it clear that we believe the suspect acted alone, and he doesn't represent the entire Hispanic community of Hartford County, who we are now partnering with to identify this suspect. I know I can speak for the sheriff when I say we are immensely proud of this community. Our community will not be defined by this tragedy. Our community is one that will work together to get the job done and bring this suspect to justice. In the meantime, in the light of this new evidence, I urge our citizens to use caution while walking on our trails and throughout our community. Be alert, walk with a friend, don't allow yourself to be distracted by your cell phone or headphones. And finally, if you see something that makes you feel uncomfortable or that you think is suspicious, act on those instincts and call 911. And lastly, we will continue our increased presence on the Mom Pod Trail. And now I'll open it up to questions.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there, bring PJ back in. PJ, now, when we talked about this earlier, right before the show, I was thinking, okay, he was in California. Now he's on the East Coast. He's traveling, things of this nature. I believe that this man works in some type of construction. He's a pretty big size guy. I'm thinking if you go in that general area and you look for places they're building homes or houses and in proximity of where they found her at, I believe this dude has worked in that area, and I believe he's traveling around working, is my thoughts. Okay, in some type of construction, in some type of building, and The bad things about this is this man could easily be making his way back to the border to go back to Mexico or to flee, knowing that the police are looking for him, because I'm sure he watches the news like everybody else watches the news, and he knows they got his DNA. And I just don't see how they got the video of him leaving. Why is there no video of him showing up at the house, PJ?
Right. That's what everybody in chat seems to be saying. Also, the law enforcement officer made a point to say that this was 12 days ago. How likely is it that the person would stick around for 12 days?
You definitely,
Saying,
you definitely ain't gonna stick around that the crime scene for 12 days. But I do believe that this person is in that general area, or he's frequently in that general area, because he's seen her. Now, this could just be a random crime opportunity. He was out there, seen her, pounced. But I think he's seen her out there before, because she tends to, work out, go to this path. They said she's went there multiple times. So maybe he's seen her, and then
yeah, it was a routine for her, I believe, to go walk that path or run that path. And people are asking where this occurred. It was in LA in March of this year. So
Yeah.
March 2023, LA.
And the other one is Bel Air, Maryland. Okay.
And that was August 5th.
Yeah, and that was August 5th. And that was the Rachel girl. Now, is he moving, like constantly moving, or is he staying in that area? One good thing the police did say, they said they're teaming up with the Hispanic community, that this one person's actions don't represent the whole Hispanic community in their town. They don't want people out there trying to hurt Hispanic people, because you can't control the actions of one person. But
somebody in chat says his haircut could make him a cop too. Describe that what you told me about the haircut, because I think you're dead on.
I think the haircut is, he's more of a, like, I think he's more of the country boy, Hispanic kind of guy. Okay. Not like your rapper Hispanic guy. I think he's more into the country style, like more of the Hispanic people you see that carry themselves as more of a rancher style. It's just a haircut he had.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I was looking at the haircut and I'm thinking, okay, this dude is definitely, I feel he is a construction worker.
We know that he's Hispanic because I don't know if we got to that part yet in the video, but they say that he's Hispanic.
Yeah. He's definitely Hispanic. They say he's Hispanic, 5'9", 165. He looks a little heavier than 165. He looks bigger.
They said he was mid to late 20s.
Yeah. So he's a younger man. He looks like he has a pretty good hefty build to him. And it made me think construction worker. A lot of these construction workers that work here in Virginia, they come through, they work, they build houses, and then they leave, right? They can leave for Florida, they can leave for the West Coast, and they go there and build and build and build. And a lot of them live together. There's big communities of them that live together so they can work and bank money and send it back home and things of that nature.
Well, I saw someone in chat mention that it's possible that he could be an immigrant. And we were talking about that a little bit earlier also. But if he is in fact an immigrant, he's not a legal immigrant, because as an immigrant in my past, I'm now a citizen, so I'm not an immigrant. Don't report me. But you have to get fingerprinted to come into this country.
Yeah, but even if they had his fingerprints, they can't match DNA to fingerprints.
I know, but I don't know. I think they keep track of you somehow.
And it seems like if that was the case, they would have his fingerprints too when he was up in that house that he home invaded.
That's true.
Whoever, we don't know who he assaulted at this present time, but he assaulted somebody apparently.
Yeah.
So they do have a killer on the loose. Now, why didn't he kill that person? Like what made him kill this woman? If he went from just sexually assaulting people or just assaulting people, how did he go from assaulting people to now murdering people? We got 500 in the chat and we have 199 thumbs up.
Oh no.
Hit those
That's
thumbs
unacceptable.
up. You know what? We didn't hit 1,000 because we were gonna come up here and give some stuff away tonight, but we didn't
I'm
hit the
keeping it
1,000.
all. I'm gonna light this candle just because.
See, PJ said she's scared. I was trying to give y'all some stuff, but now PJ said, I give it away, but PJ won't let me.
I need
So,
some lotion.
so I was gonna give y'all some stuff tonight, but they didn't hit enough people in the last video. Didn't hit the damn like button. Okay, it's easy, it's free. Just hit the like button, people. All right.
And
And one
everybody in
day,
chat is saying that maybe they hooked up on one of the dating sites, and it's basically like there's little bits and pieces of clues that we've been given, and I feel like they don't
I don't,
necessarily have to connect. Like just because somebody told everybody that she told them that she had been on all these dating sites, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's where she met this person.
or she even knew him.
Right. But I mean that is also a possibility. She could have.
Yeah. I mean, you get on these dating sites and you meet somebody crazy and they kill you. But she had a boyfriend. Well, she had an ex-boyfriend, but didn't she have a new boyfriend too?
Yeah, she had a new boyfriend.
So if she had a new boyfriend, why would she have been on a dating site? Oh, what if she was on the dating site and that's how she met her new boyfriend, and this is some other person weirdo she met on the dating site, and then he came back and killed her? I mean,
I don't know.
right now they're not saying that there's a connection between the two people.
No,
But he
they're not.
definitely had a connection with whoever was in that house.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was expecting like a high five or a wave or like a friendly banter. It just seemed like they just were in passing, and he was just leaving a friend's house.
Yeah, and she had left her cell phone in the car. That is horrible.
Yeah,
I'm so glad it wasn't your boyfriend. He must be so relieved. Well, if you didn't do it, he probably
Yeah.
wasn't worried about it too much. If if he did it, then he would probably be worried. But if you don't commit a crime, you're not worried about it. He's probably more worried about his girlfriend and what's going on.
I
Good
still
thing.
think there's something really strange going on because of the fact, just from the very beginning, how quickly they alerted everybody that she was a missing person. I've just never seen that happen. Even for a child, I've never seen it go into effect within 2 hours that there's a missing person.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when people are routine and in certain circumstances, maybe they should report people missing sooner than
No,
24
I
hours.
don't. I mean, clearly it's helpful, and clearly, just like the show First 48, I think the first couple of hours are crucial, and so I think it is a good thing. I didn't really see it happen like that before with anybody, really, and so it's like I thought there was a certain protocol that you follow when you report somebody missing, and they have to be gone for a certain amount of time, especially if they're an adult.
Yeah, and
And
she was
so,
definitely an adult, and she wasn't gone that long either.
no,
And
no.
that's strange, but under the circumstances, look, even that quick, it turned out terrible.
Yeah, I mean, clearly from the very beginning. So
whatever they did, it was for the right reasons, because she was in danger and harm, and it ended up with her losing her life. So good thing they did do it quick.
oh yeah, except they didn't find her, and some other random person did. But hey, I swear, it's like I don't believe
But
anything.
if
I'm
they
at a
hadn't
point in my
report
life. I'm
that
just
she what
jaded. I don't believe nobody. I don't believe nothing. It's like if something's strange to me, I'm just gonna just focus on that strange portion of the story, and it's like I can't move past the fact that, like, is she some kind of important person? Does she have a lot of money? Like, is she an influential person in her community? Because it just seems like the typical average person would not have a missing person report after a couple of hours.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, now they just got to catch this person, because this person ain't far from us. We're just right down the street from Maryland there, PJ.
Yeah, I know.
And if he's a drifter, he may be coming this way, or he could be in Virginia already.
I mean, and I don't think them posting up at the freaking trail is going to help any, because I mean, that's the last place that I would be, is the trail I did something to somebody on. I mean, is that
Yeah,
normal?
he's not going to hang out at the murder scene. You know what I'm saying? He left as soon as that was committed. And this, it won't stop, because he's a sexual predator, and you can tell that. And not only that, but he's young. You can also tell that it's not an old man doing this. So this is a younger guy. Looks like he's strong. You know, he's preying on.
Somebody in chat said that her car was found and she wasn't. That's why it was so quick. That's happened several other times where an adult's vehicle, like Jake's vehicle was found and he wasn't with it, and there wasn't an instant alert that he was missing.
Yeah.
It typically doesn't happen that way.
Yeah. Good thing about Jake is he wasn't. He was just running. He was just running around the woods naked.
Yeah.
You know. Allegedly. I don't know.
We don't really know where it's
That's what the locals told me. They said it joking. They said, man, he ain't dead. He's running around these woods naked. They said it joking, but they were confident that Jake was alive, that people had seen him, and they were right.
And see, Lisa said she's sure that there's video of him entering. They're just not showing it. Why wouldn't they show that? That would literally identify the suspect.
Yeah, we could get a picture of his face and get it out there across the country and get this person off the streets. I think the police are on the right path, though, working with the Hispanic community, because a lot of times in these construction jobs and things of this nature, a lot of these people live together. So they'll get like 10, 15 people and they'll rent one house and they'll all live in it so they can save money, right? Because they're traveling and they're working and they're sending money home and things of that nature. I know this because I worked in construction for years, right?
Right.
So,
I see a couple of people in chat saying how he possibly could have been a gym rat. Like he could have been to the gym with her too, or he might have visited the same gym that she visited. He was cut.
I don't see him that ripped up like, you know, gym dude, you know, but I just think that where he's working he was working somewhere in that general area where that girl was been found.
Yeah. Do you think 12 days later that it would make a difference for them to search all the sites that are currently under construction?
And if they had doorbell cameras, what about the neighbors? What vehicle did he leave and go get into?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
definitely more. There's more evidence.
Yeah. And they may not be releasing it because, you know, I don't know, but I think if they have a picture of him, they definitely should release it.
Right. The image of his front and his face. Yeah, that would be the first thing.
And the person that was assaulted, they should be having images drawn up of them from that person alone. So we should already have a sketch of this guy.
I just think that the way that they portrayed the incident, that it was super sensitive and that it has to be. The only thing that makes sense to me is that it was a minor.
Yeah, if they're keeping it close to what happened inside that house.
Yeah. It's just the way. If you want to play again and mute me, I think in the end where they're taking questions, I think that's where we stop. That's where a little bit of the last little bit of information is.
Okay. All right. I'm going to mute you. Let's kick back into it. All right, guys in the chat, let's get it. I know it's really low, guys. We're doing the best we can with what we got. So just make the best of it with us.
Details on what happened in Los Angeles, exactly where, or you know, anything about what this person did there.
So when it comes to the details about Los Angeles, that's the information that the Los Angeles Police Department has, and we were just going to refer people to the Los Angeles Police Department to get those details. Only thing I can tell you was an attack on a young girl. So we are not going to talk about the crime scene at this time because, as I've said in previous interviews, we don't want to talk about the crime scene or what happened at the crime scene because once we catch this person, we want to make sure we got the right person. And the only people that know what happened at that crime scene when we catch the person is us and that suspect. So we're not giving any details about that.
As loud as it gets, Sin.
How did you come across? What led you to this particular suspect, this person?
So we collected DNA from our crime scene. The Maryland State Police analyzed that DNA for us, ran it through the National CODIS system, and that came back as a match.
Hey, Jimmy, ask the chat if somebody can send you a better, like if there's another version of this video.
Yeah,
I can't do it while I'm on the phone and send it to you in DM.
Okay, let me look because I told somebody to send me what was going on in that riot case situation with the people too. So, let me see. Yeah, if somebody could send it to me, a better version of it, and we could play it. But he's just basically saying that, you know, they were able to match it through DNA, that they collected DNA at their crime scene. They sent it to the CODIS, and CODIS made a hit on it from the same assault that took place this person also assaulted a young lady in California. So that's basically what he's saying.
For DNA from this person that you saw in the video.
The video that we watched, tell us about it. I mean, what Los Angeles police released the scene, but what is it? Is it at his home? Is it at a scene of a crime?
That is at a home, and that is the suspect leaving the home, the scene of the crime there.
Okay, here's a better quality one of it. All right, give me a second. We blow it up.
Come in at 3 o'clock that we needed to run down before we did the collected by our forensic services unit. That DNA was analyzed by the Maryland State Police, and it was ran through the National CODIS system. DNA evidence is, this DNA evidence has come back as a match tied to a home invasion and an assault of a young girl in Los Angeles this past March. Unfortunately, that suspect has not been positively identified, but he did leave behind his DNA. Based on the DNA evidence, we consider the individual in the video we obtained from the Los Angeles Police Department and that we are about to show you on our TV screens to be the person that murdered Rachel Morin on August 5th.
All right, this is the video again of him leaving.
And just so everyone's aware, this video, after this press conference, this video will be posted on our social media.
Let me blow this up. That is him right there. That is your killer.
All right, you want to play it one more time?
He's talking to the person and everything. They shut the door.
Okay. When you're ready.
Yeah, he leaves casually.
Based on our analysis of this video and witness observations, we believe the suspect to be approximately 5'9", 160 pounds, and of Hispanic descent. If you have any information about this suspect, we are asking you to please call our detectives at our tip line. And the tip line number is 410-836-7788. We've also established a dedicated tip email address, and that email address is rmtips@hartfordsheriff.org. Again, that's RM as in Rachel Morin, tips @hartfordsheriff.org.
Weird crime scene video.
The suspect acted alone.
Thanks, Dreamweaver.
The entire Hispanic community of Hartford County, who we are now partnering with to identify this suspect. I know I can speak for the sheriff when I say we are immensely proud of this community. Our community will not be defined by this tragedy. Our community is one that will work together to get the job done and bring this suspect to justice. In the meantime, in the light of this new evidence, I urge our citizens to use caution while walking on our trails and throughout our community. Be alert, walk with a friend, don't allow yourself to be distracted by your cell phone or headphones. And finally, if you see something that makes you feel uncomfortable or that you think is suspicious, act on those instincts and call 911. And lastly, we will continue our increased presence on the Mom Pod Trail. And now I'll open it up.
All right, here we go. We're back to the questions now.
On what happened in Los Angeles, exactly where, or anything about what this person did there.
So when it comes to the details about Los Angeles, that's the information that the Los Angeles Police Department has, and we were just going to refer people to the Los Angeles Police Department to get those details. Only thing I can tell you is an attack on a young girl. So we are not going to talk about the crime scene at this time because, as I've said in previous interviews, we don't want to talk about the crime scene or what happened at the crime scene because once we catch this person, we want to make sure we got the right person. And the only people that know what happened.
I said the same thing, Donna.
The person is us and that suspect. So we're not giving any details about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Again, how did you come across, what led you to this particular suspect, this person?
So we collected DNA from our crime scene. The Maryland State Police analyzed that DNA for us, ran it through the National CODIS system, and that came back as a match to the crime that occurred in Los Angeles, where they had recovered DNA from this person that you saw in the video?
The video that we watched, let it tell us about it. I mean, what Los Angeles Police released.
He said, "Tell us about it."
Is it at a scene of a crime?
That is at a home, and that is the suspect leaving the scene of the crime there. Correct.
Oh, a little girl, is that?
A young girl. So I'm going to leave it at a young girl. I don't want to talk about the family there, but it was a young girl in the house that got assaulted.
What does this do to the case, Colin? You have an image now of the person you think is believed to be
Correct.
responsible for this. What does that do for the case?
Well, I think now it kind of leads us down the path that we believe this was a person that Rachel probably didn't know. Maybe you could say potentially a random act of violence. And we're hoping that the community now can watch that video. And we also got still pictures that we're going to be putting out, and that somebody can identify him.
Hopefully they got the front of them.
We don't have any clue where he could be. We don't even know if he's still in Harford County or in the state of Maryland, because obviously in March he was in California, and then here in August he was here in Maryland. So we don't know if he's still here or not.
Do you have any evidence that he was targeting people along that trail, or do you believe this was completely random?
I'd only be speculating. We do not know.
Do you think he maybe
Again, speculation.
You described in front of us 5'9", 160 Hispanic male. Do we have an approximate age? Or?
Oh yeah, we believe he's in his low to mid 20s.
Low to mid 20s.
I'm just going to put out that it was in March. The Los Angeles Police Department knows that we're doing this press conference, so if you called them, they would probably be able to give you that information.
How rare is this to have a DNA hit from the other side of the country, and talk about that whole process and how that works?
I mean, this is the first time I've seen a hit in a case that I've been involved in that was that far away for a DNA hit. So I wouldn't say that it's unheard of, but certainly unusual. No, that's what we're looking for.
How did he get in the house then, JB's mama?
We don't know. We know nothing more about him other than he was in LA and committed that crime in March, and he was here in August and is the murderer. We believe to be the murderer of Rachel Morin.
To follow up on that question, you identified him through DNA evidence through this database, so there's no name associated with that?
No.
Okay, basically they're saying they got no name. A lot of people are having a hard time hearing this, PJ.
Like being arrested and getting DNA.
So
None of that is in the system.
I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. So they gave us the basics of it. It's
DNA experts in their crime lab that try to help us further analyze.
And for some reason, that's how all the videos are. They're just all low, where the volume's very, very low.
Can I talk now?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to unmute, and I couldn't tell if you could remember that I was muted. But the more that I watched that, the more I really feel like that was just a hookup with the underage individual. Because if you think about it, let's say parents aren't home, 17-year-old has 21-year-old boyfriend over. They
And he
hook up.
assaults her. Like,
Well,
she might have invited
her-
him over there to hang out, and he got there and then assaulted her, and then that's why she was
Right.
letting him out.
Right. And then the parents catch wind, oh, there was somebody here, and they get upset, and it turns into, oh, we're going to file charges. And
That house wasn't broken into, so he came in that front door. And if he came in that front door, he walked in their frontward, so they have a video of his front facing.
they have to. I mean,
They
is there
said
another
they're going to release
door?
some stills. I wonder if they're going to be stills of his face.
That would be the first thing that you would think somebody would want to release if you're looking for a suspect and you've got images of the man's face.
Yeah, but why not release it? If he walked out the door, 90% chances he came through that front door. If the little girl let him in, she let him in.
And somebody said he started taking his clothes off like he got caught mid whatever they were doing. I don't agree, because he walked out so casually that it was almost like, all right, have fun, thanks, bye. Like, it just didn't seem like there was any urgency to leave.
Or maybe they thought they woke up her parents. You know what I'm saying? And she slips him out real quick, and he's kind of...
It could be anything. It could be anything. But to me, that's the only rational explanation, that the parents somehow found out and then went to press charges. I mean, I've had this happen to a friend of mine when I was, 18.
Uh-huh.
Same type of scenario. didn't know the girl was 17, he was 19, and her parents went and pressed charges. He ended up like sitting in jail for a really long time and basically got the big R charge for a minor,
Yeah,
and it was consensual. The girl didn't want him in trouble,
but
but
the parents did.
right. And
The
so that's
parents
like the
did.
only thing that makes logical sense because you know you're what, and I think that the reporters that are asking the questions are going in that same direction, which is why I keep thinking that it has to be something of that nature. Which I'm not always right. I'm not the all knowing, so I don't know for sure. I don't think any of us do, but any other explanation as to how somebody invaded your home and supposedly assaulted you and you just escort them out and say bye and close the door casually, it just doesn't make sense.
No, I agree with you on that. That it don't make a whole lot of sense. I don't believe the house was broken into in the middle of the night. You know, whoever that was let that person in the house, and I believe that these police have other video.
Yeah, see, Mrs. Mab said happened to a friend of ours. He's now a registered S offender, married with kids now. See, it's like a
Um,
common thing.
somebody, Mandy says we need to get plunder on this. Okay,
I think she.
she
I
ain't
I
far
thought I
behind
saw.
it. I'm sure she's probably
Yeah, I
working on the
thought
video
she.
right now.
Y'all are watching us. Why do we gotta get plundered?
Plunder will be on it though. Don't worry. I
I
got faith
know.
in Plunder. I got faith in the woman. Um, yeah, strange circumstances. You
Oh,
know,
Mega Million said rewatch the video. She pushed him out. If the sound wasn't so terrible, I would
and
definitely rewatch the video. She
has
pushed him
this
out.
has this person done this before? Is this the only person he's killed? See what I'm saying? He may have killed other people,
I
maybe.
mean, and if he only assaulted the first round and then he assaulted and killed this one, it's an escalation.
For sure. Definitely an escalation. If you go from, whatever you called at whatever we seen at that house to this girl laying in the woods with her face beat in.
Jamie, no, I didn't see your message. A
So
couple of
all
people
them
are saying to
people
rewatch the video that he got shoved out. I really didn't see that. Maybe I
I
need
didn't
to.
I didn't see that either. I didn't see him get shoved out either. Um so to me it's like I don't know. I just don't know. In this case is like a home invasion. When I think home invasion, I think people kick the door off the hinges, run up in the house,
Right, right.
right?
That's
This
why
is
I was so
uh,
confused.
walk out the house, shut the door behind you, kind of thing. Walk off.
Yeah.
Uh, I would like to really hear what the police in California have to say about the situation of that incident of what happened. And I'm sure some of these sleuths out here could pull the 911 calls. They could pull the police transcripts of the body
Not if
cam.
it was a minor.
I mean, but you can still get the ones from the call.
If they called, they could have gone to the station and filed a report.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
And I mean, if your kid is home alone and you get home and you get told by the neighbor, "Hey, there was some guy walking out your house," and then you realize, "Oh, there was somebody at my house, and my kid had somebody over at the
Yeah, but
house."
what if the kid consensually let him in, but then he
It don't matter.
forcefully did something to him? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying the kid may, because just because you let somebody in your house don't mean you agree to have sex with them
Yeah,
or anything of
I
that
mean,
nature.
this is all us speculating, so it could go in so
Yeah,
many different directions. It could be an adult lady. It could, I mean, they said young lady, but
but
I
I
mean,
get a feeling that young lady knows who this person is, or some way to track him through. She's met him somewhere, like and most likely through the internet, because this is how it always ends up. It's on the internet. She probably met this man on some
yeah,
dating site, and he done went over there and assaulted her. But maybe that, once the police have that kind of information, you can get onto the dating sites, just like they were tracking Keegan Klein from the Delphi murders, the Anthony Shot stuff. And then it ended up not being that. It ended up being this other dude, which was strange as hell, you know?
yeah.
So
I just,
I was, the first thing you always think is the boyfriend or the
yeah.
husband,
Oh yeah.
because, it did seem strange. He reported her missing in 2 hours. or something of that nature. That does seem strange, but sometimes strange is just the way things work.
Well, Mrs. Mab said that she was an avid runner and that that's something you have to do if you're going to go running alone on a trail, is to make sure the person that you live with or that you're closest with knows, hey, you're supposed to be done running at 6 p.m. If you don't hear from me at 7, get a hold of somebody. And I guess they did go out to look for her vehicle, or to look for her, him and the children, and they discovered her vehicle behind in a parking lot on the
All
side
right,
of the.
hold on. Let's because people are saying she pushed him out. Let's watch it because I got it
I
on
just
loop.
don't see
Right here.
it. Do like a slow motion or something, because I
All right,
definitely
hold on.
did not see it.
I got it
I'll
right
mute.
here. We're gonna just play it in loop so we get a good look at this creepo. Okay. To me, she didn't touch him. She just had her. She was just like had her hands up. It was like she was trying to get rid of him quickly. That's it. But it don't look like she pushed him. Do you see any pushing going on, PJ?
No, and I don't see a door slam. I mean,
She did shut the door kind of hard and quick.
nothing unusual.
And didn't even trigger the lock. You know how I know?
No,
You know how I know she didn't trigger the lock? Because it lights
because
up
the
when it locks,
light.
right? Because I have the same
Mhm.
lock on my door.
Mhm.
So when you slam that door, that lock should have lit up. That little
Yep.
lock button in the center, it should have lit
If
up.
you locked it, yeah,
When she turned the deadbolt from the inside, it should have
it'll
locked.
lock and
Yeah,
go
that's
to
right.
red.
It goes red. So it's weird that and it beeps. It goes beep beep. So
I just don't.
that's
I
weird.
don't
So it's
see it.
digital lock. She doesn't lock the door. It don't appear till she locks the door unless
Mm-mm.
that lock operates different than mine. But most digital locks like that, when you lock it from the inside, it lights up on the outside.
And I mean, being that close to somebody that just allegedly assaulted you, that could be another person in the house, maybe. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to rationalize what I'm looking at, and it just, if you, I don't know. Nothing
What if
makes
it's one of
sense
them
about.
situations where he's in there and he's like, "Look, you do what I say, I'll let you live."
Yeah, but you're not going to be
It just,
letting the guy out of the house, and like it just doesn't.
some
It
people go
doesn't fit.
along with it. They're scared for their life and they go along with everything. You know what I'm saying? Let them leave.
Yeah.
And you turn around, go call the police. But at that point, when these people are in your home and they're telling you to do something, if any little resistance could
See,
cost you your life.
Katrina said definitely looks like he did a little wave. I thought I saw that too, but I didn't want to sound crazy.
It
And
looked like he did what?
a little wave, like
All right, see you next time I assault you.
that's what I'm saying. It looked like just like a. All right, see you later.
I believe the police have more video footage of this guy.
And
They got
somebody
video
said that
footage
he
of him
could have.
walking up.
And somebody said he could have snuck in, like through a window or something, then ran out thinking like the parents were home or something. That's
Then why
all
wouldn't he go out the
speculation.
window? Why wouldn't he jump out the window?
I don't know.
Why would you come there through a window and then go out the front door?
And Pat said it looked like she handed him something.
Yeah, the
Hey,
young woman knows who this dude is, or at
can
least
you
when
make
I
it
call
slow down some?
him. Give me 1 second. I possibly can. Let's see. No, this is a Facebook video. It don't have the options to slow it down.
The YouTube video, maybe? Because, I mean, we don't need the sound. I just feel like if it was a little bit slower, we could go through the motions to see if he actually does wave and say bye. But it's all right if we don't do it.
Oh, it's a court case of Tekashi 6ix9ine going to jail. All right, hold on. Let me jump back over to this.
Going to jail again? Is that recent?
I guess this was yesterday at 7:30.
Dang.
He went to jail for it says body cam shows rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine being arrested for missing court date and speeding case.
Wow. They're just never gonna learn.
Real name Daniel Hernandez. I wonder who he's going to tell on now for speeding. He gonna tell on somebody. I hope he don't tell on me. He gonna be like, Dolly made videos about me back in the day. Let me go for speed. Next thing you know, cops be kicking in my door.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess he's going to jail. What was he driving? He ain't even got tags on his car.
What?
It didn't look like he had tags on the vehicle
Lord.
that he was driving. I'm still kind of just watching the video, but
Mr. and Mrs. Meb are having ice cream without us.
okay, yeah, he definitely don't have tags on the vehicle. They're missing the tags on the vehicle.
And Sweet Misery says, I have a video just that you should be able to zoom in. I'll email it to me right now.
All right.
If you don't have the video yet.
They just took his money out of his pocket. That man had a big, super big stack of money.
He always has vanilla with chocolate sauce. Man, y'all are making me want ice cream.
Okay, so anyway, I got tied up looking at that 6ix9ine stuff with him going to jail. I didn't know he went to jail, so that was new. I guess after that video, it popped into the next whatever's going on in crime, and it was Tekashi 6ix9ine.
That's your favorite topic. The AI knows you well here.
I guess, you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing new. I don't think he's telling on anybody to get out of a speeding ticket, but he
What
did.
was your biggest views on a Tekashi video?
The most views I ever got talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. 300,000.
Right, sounds right.
Yeah, he at the time he was just, when I first discovered him, he was just an up and coming artist, and I just had a feeling that he was just, his appearance alone, I knew it was going to be something crazy. And I started talking about him, and then he was into, well, it kind of fell into the true crime stuff too, PJ, because
he's a walking true crime case.
Yeah, he's a walking true crime case because he was involved in a RICO indictment. He was in a murder for hire. You know what I'm saying? He told on all his friends. So I followed the court case, the whole criminal stuff, the RICO, his time that he spent in jail. Not only that, but the people that he was involved with. We did a lot of digging into those people. A lot of these people were tied to cartel people. And it was just, you would be surprised at how one young man here is connected to people in other countries that are doing bad things, you know, and it's a bunch of connections like that. And we were just tying things together, and them videos were doing crazy, crazy numbers. There was a time we were doing, like, there's 569 people, crazy number. We're talking about 6ix9ine right this second. But there's times I was up here talking about 6ix9ine, there'd be 30,000 people in the room.
I believe it.
You know, simultaneously. And them are the only times I would ever look up at the number and be like, oh shit, I'm kind of nervous. There's a lot of people watching. So yeah, 6ix9ine, I did a lot of damn videos on 6ix9ine. But these days, I don't talk about 6ix9ine too much.
Yeah. He got arrested again.
He got arrested again. Ain't a big deal this time though with speeding. You know what I'm saying? Before it was something good. It was like conspiracy, RICO, all these people involved. I mean, from Cardi B to Jim Jones to all these gang members that are, and what people don't realize is a lot of these celebrities are funneling money into these gangs, and this money.
Crystal said she just read my shirt. This is a Dolly famous shirt. Didn't you go to jail in this hoodie before?
Oh yes, that is the one I went to jail wearing in Georgia.
It's a legendary hoodie.
It's legendary. Yeah, that one's done some time. Okay, it's official. It's been on the inside. It's been in the joint. Okay.
Yep.
I forget what I was saying now, but it was something about 6ix9ine being tied into Jim Jones. Oh, what I was saying is a lot of these celebrities are funneling money into gangs, and these gangs are buying weapons with it. They're buying drugs with it, and they're using it to, you know, make money to finance a criminal empire. And it was a lot of the stuff that I was covering.
It's a rabbit hole.
Did
you stop covering it because it was frowned upon to cover it?
No, I stopped covering it because it was just about done. Everybody's in prison. Shoddy, mail murder. Everybody ended up in prison. The only person that didn't end up in prison is him.
Yeah.
You know, he told on everybody,
He's
and
still
you would
got
think,
time.
I mean, you would think that would be enough to crush your career because I'm a '80s baby, and we come from an era where snitches got stitches and end up in
Mhm.
ditches. Okay, this day and age, these rappers tell on themselves in their music. They tell on themselves on social media. They
Yeah.
don't have no problem. There's no honor in the streets anymore. And you go do something with somebody, and then they just straight ass tell on you. And you would think something bad would happen to him. He did get beat up. Okay, he got beat up at the gym,
I
but
remember that.
it should
Was
have
that
been.
because he's a snitch, or was that
Yeah, they beat
because
him
he
up
was a
because he was.
punk bitch that day?
No, they beat him up because he was a snitch.
Yeah.
They were hitting him. You know what I'm saying, and videotaping it. It's just a clout
Dragging
move.
him around by his hair.
Yeah, but the people that he told on, one day these people are going to be out of prison,
Yeah.
and no matter how much money you got, don't stop a bullet. So and he told on a bunch of really really bad people, and he was
Everybody's
involved.
talking about the Melly case now.
Yeah, the Brian W. Melly,
Mhm.
he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
I
So
thought
it
the case didn't the
was a
case
hung
get
jury.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
why
he
is he
ain't
in
gonna get out
trouble?
of it. They'll
No.
retry him, and yeah, that's
Mm,
he killed his friends. I mean,
I know.
that's
Why were people trying to get him off that? Because I mean, clear as day he killed his friend. So
well, I mean, if you killed anybody, you're gonna try. Brian Kohlberger's trying to get off of it. You know what I'm
well, I
saying?
know,
Mitch
but
Human is trying to get off of it. That don't mean they didn't do it.
I mean, like the average Joe on the street, I've seen a different bunch of conversations on it, and a lot of people in within the conversation are like rooting for him not to get charged for it.
I,
Like I thought even Tiff was here one day and was saying that he won't guilty.
I mean, if you're a fan of the guy, of course you're gonna say he's not guilty.
Right. See, that's
That
what I'm
sways a lot of
different.
people's opinions when you're a fan of the person. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but it shouldn't. I think
I'm
that's
not
a
a big
part of the
YNW
flaw.
Melly fan, so I can speak honestly on it. It's like forensically, it looks like you shot your friends.
See, I hate that about the world because just because you're a fan of somebody, you should still be able to recognize something as being right or wrong or as being what it is. I
That is true.
wouldn't. I don't
But
like that about
some
the
people
world.
some people are just justified if they're
Your
brainwashed.
favorite
They're on the
rapper?
Kool-Aid. Yeah, if you're their favorite rapper, or
Yeah,
maybe
I
like
know.
you their favorite YouTuber, or,
I
or
guess.
something of that nature. Whatever you are that's their fave, they're going to give you that because they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt at least because they're
Yeah.
your fan. You know,
I see that now.
and I think you should give people the benefit of the doubt until you're proven wrong. Anyway, that's how I.
Yeah, I
I
mean
give
if
you
it's
the
not
benefit of the doubt
certain.
until you prove me wrong that you just.
No, I agree, but I mean if you see something and it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it waddles like a duck, I mean,
Yeah, and I mean, look, if the YMW Melly stuff is just some gang related stuff, it is, which is possible, it could be, and that's what they're saying is this is a drive by shooting type thing. Why would I shoot my best friends and that type of nature? But I don't really think he's took court real seriously. Like, I don't think I could be on court for like double murder and be sitting there smiling. You know,
no.
I just
No.
think I would be crying and hiding that. Even if I wanted to smile, I'd fake it like I do.
You would be rocking in the corner,
You
chewing
could
off
say
your
the
finger.
funniest you could say the funniest joke in that courtroom, and I wouldn't laugh. I'd sit there and be like looking sad as a puppy dog if my life was on the line and you
Mm-hmm.
just over there waving at people, smiling for the cameras and shit. This ain't a photo op, dude.
Mm-mm.
This is your life. You're playing with your
Mm-mm.
life, and so far so good, but that don't mean it's going to work that way in the end.
Oh, look. Sweet Misery said, Dolly Vision, have you seen Fred Hill's polygraph test? I really looked at that. And I recently, within, I think 4 or 5 years, I had taken that polygraph test to get into 911 dispatch.
Hmm.
That is not an accurate way to tell if somebody's telling the truth. It literally basically will tell you whether or not there's signs of deception, and then the polygrapher admitting the test to you will make the determination whether or not they believe that you're genuine. And yes, there's polygraph tests administrators that are seasoned that will be able to say, whether or not you're lying or you're not. Because, like, I can read somebody whether or not they're saying
I
something
still
that's
think
true.
that's all bullshit. I do.
I do
I think
too.
it's a nerve thing. If something makes you nervous, they think you're lying. It's just a heart rate. It just monitors
Well,
you.
I sat down. I can't even, dude. I sat down, and first of all, I've been anxious probably all my life. So, like, I've got techniques to deal with anxiety, and one of my main techniques that I've always had is the breathing in, count 4 or count however. Whatever. I haven't had to do it in a long time, but so I like start trying to control my breathing, and he's like, "No, you can't do that. You can't do that." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Breathe normally," and I'm like, this is normal. What do you mean?" And he's like, no, you got to take regular breaths. You can't, count all that. And I'm like, I have anxiety really bad. So I guess you want me to pass out on the floor. I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. So finally I'd like get lectured to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm breathing. See, normal. So, he hooks you up to like 18 different wires. You've got a blood pressure cuff, a freaking finger monitor thingy. You're sitting on a freaking whoopee cushion thing that's like monitoring your ass sweat, I guess. I really don't even know what that was. But I'm sitting there like, dear God, I'm about to freaking just die right here, right now. And he's like, so what's your name? Or he's like, is your name,
Yeah.
so-and-so? And I'm like, uh-huh. And then he's like, all right, now you can breathe normally now. I'm just going to take a couple minutes. I'm like, dude, you're confusing the hell out of me. Like, I'm like trying to get in my zen. I just want to
Yeah.
meditate right now. Like, leave me the hell alone. And it just, by the time that it was over, it was like 5 questions total. Because he had to get my baseline, and then he had to ask me questions in between that. Then he had asked questions on the questions he asked. I mean, it was like,
And this was for a job just as dispatch.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you take? Well, she was trying to get a job as in dispatch.
A 911 dispatcher.
Yeah. So that's why the reason she took the polygraph.
I got the job, and then I didn't. So I'm still very salty and bitter about it, if you can't tell.
I can't tell. You're a YouTube star now, sensation. Everybody loves you, PJ. If y'all love PJ,
Stop.
hit the like button. We're
Stop.
trying to hit 1,000. We're never going to hit 1,000, PJ.
Stop. I've accepted it.
You accepted it. We ain't hitting 1,000.
I don't really think that the crowd can do it.
Do you think we should lower the like threshold to give things away? Because lately I ain't been able to give nothing away.
No, this is all my stuff. I'm not giving it.
All right, so y'all got to like the video then, okay? Everybody out there.
Here's my soap that I'm taking home. Here's my
That is actually the teddy bear soap.
lotion. I know, and it's mine. Not my problem.
See, we was going to get that away too. We was giving that away, but we didn't hit the mark. Maybe we'll hit it on this video. And then the next time we could give something away.
I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to rage quit, but nobody seems to care.
Yeah, nobody cares you rage quit. They still ain't liking the video. They're like,
and I was gonna add the 2 totals to the 2 different channels to make one, and I still couldn't get 1,000.
No, we were close. That's how I always do it. I take both
Whatever.
channels, add it together. We was really close. We've been really close. So with the 2 channels, we've been really close. So we never know. They might not let us down. They might not let us down. And we can give them something really cool.
I guess.
I want to give something away. Okay. So anyway, me and PJ are getting ready to get out of here. We hope you guys have a great night. Tonight, we ain't going to bring anybody up on panel, right? Because we're running out a little bit of time. And PJ has to work tomorrow, PJ. So anyway, thank you guys for coming today. Is there anything we want to ask the replay crew today?
I thought we asked something. I don't remember what it was, though.
I don't remember what it was either. Okay, replay crew, remind us what question we asked, because I don't don't remember. Okay, that's the question. What question did we ask? If you tell us, we'll believe you, because I can't remember to save my damn life. My short term is absolutely gone. Okay.
I want to ask the crowd what state they think that this guy's going to get caught in.
Oh, that's a good question. What state is this killer going to get called in. I'm thinking it's Virginia because we're right next to him and he's coming this way.
Don't say that. He can't be in Virginia
And why can't he? That's right down the street.
because we've got invisible zap collar borders.
No. We got a lot of
He's gonna
construction.
get
Look,
close to our border and be like,
I believe he's a construction worker. He's young. He fits the profile of all the dudes I've worked on construction sites with. So that's why I'm saying this dude's a construction worker.
no, I mean, it makes sense. It really makes a lot of sense. I didn't think of that until you said that. And
A
it's
lot of
like,
construction going on here in Virginia.
no,
Right around the DC
all our
area,
stuff is put together already.
area. So there's a lot of construction. There's a lot of people that are working in that type of field around these areas. But people are already saying Georgia, Florida, New York.
Well, tell him to put it in the chat after the video's over.
After the video, leave a comment because if we hit 1,000 likes, we're going to pick somebody from the comments to give something awesome to. Okay, we might even buy you dinner.
It's possible.
It's possible. We don't know yet. We got to see if y'all hit that like on the video. We're going to determine how happy we get when we see finally 1,000 likes on the Dolly and PJ show. Then we're going to see how. Then we'll figure out what we want to give you when we celebrate.
Yeah.
Dancing around the house
Exactly.
naked. Okay. When we dance around the house naked, then you might get something good. Okay. Anyway, guys, we love you. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Are we going to see them tomorrow night, PJ?
Tomorrow night's Friday night, and I've literally I've tried to catch up on my shipping for like weeks.
Okay, PJ's a little behind. We're a little behind. So, guys, listen.
No, can I tell them something? Hold on, don't leave yet.
All right.
Anybody that has gotten a golden egg or had a giveaway that you've decided to give out because you love those, and or an order that was messed up or a missing bracelet or something, please bear with me. It's just a lot. I'm one person. Ever since I started helping to co-host, it's kind of just added a whole new job to my list. And I love doing it. Like, this is so much fun for me. So don't get me wrong. But I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully everything will be out and fixed and done by this weekend. And
there you go.
I didn't realize there's so many different eggs that were outstanding, and there's like 15 Rebeccas and like 4 different Donnas and like 8 Jennifers, and I mean, holy moly, like you don't even know. So that's it.
Okay. So anyway, guys, let me break it down for PJ. If you got an egg, be patient. We're gonna get it out when we can. Okay. Orders, we're getting them out first before the eggs. So be patient on the eggs. All right. And give us some time. Don't get something and be like 3 days later, be like, where's my shit? Right. We got a whole list of people. You're going to get everybody goes in order. So like PJ said, she's one person. And now I got her co-hosting the show with me. So that takes up a good hour and a half of the day that we're not packing and shipping. Okay. So it slowed the process down a little bit, but everything's still running smooth. And like PJ said, we'll be caught up on everything by the end of this weekend?
Well, definitely, because then it's my birthday.
Yeah. So we're gonna be done with everything.
And I can cry if I want to.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be popping bottles, celebrating. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, and we're gonna bring you guys along with us for a little bit of it. Okay.
I really want to vlog, and that death chip at the gas station. I'm serious. I want to do it.
She wants to do the death chip. Okay. Maybe. How many people want to see PJ do the 1 chip challenge up here? Okay. Let's see if we can eat one.
Pretty badass, but I don't know if I could.
I will donate $5, right? We'll pay her off. I got 5 on it. Okay. I got 5.
How could it be that bad? It's 1 chip.
And you eat it. I don't eat hot stuff. I just don't do it.
I don't really eat hot stuff either, but for a good video, I would.
Okay, so let's see if the people want to see you do the 1 chip challenge. I don't know if I could. I know I can't do it.
Zircon said she's not sure what it is. Well, at the
what about this? What about this? If we get 1,000 likes on this video, you would do the 1 chip challenge.
No, if we get 1,000, we'll both do it.
I ain't doing it.
Well, then
I don't give a damn.
Fair.
I got videos already that got 1,000.
I was getting ready to do it anyway.
1,000 likes. I don't care about the like.
I have videos that have 1,000 likes on my channel too.
I know, but we don't on the Dolly and PJ show. So we're working on this one. You should make the sacrifice. and Lori hit the $50 super sticker. So there you go. That's the chip.
Lori's awesome.
So look, if y'all get 1,000 likes on this video, I will make PJ eat that chip.
Make me.
That- y'all hit the like button. All right. And it's a new hot ass one they got too. And they
It's
only got
one chip.
right. So y'all got to make this happen quickly.
What
all
if
right?
we split the chip in half?
No splitting nothing.
You're a chicken.
Look, I'll make you a glass of milk. Okay.
Ew.
There's like you got to do it for like 10 minutes or something like that. It's like you eat it and then you got to wait a little bit before you can drink anything.
Yeah. It's where like your nose starts running and you start like that's a good
I mean,
video.
I've seen people do it. So
I just keep every single 7-Eleven I've been in for like the last 3 days. It's literally just sitting on the counter like, eat me.
okay, well look, if they get us to 1,000 likes,
I won't.
we'll
They
eat
won't.
this chip.
They
PJ
won't. I don't believe they will.
They will because that just to torture you. I think people will like your stuff if it's torturous.
Oh, Candy said I would get to sit in your chair and you'd have to sit on the couch.
If they know that you're going to be tortured, they're going to like the video. Okay, I just know.
I don't know.
YouTube is evil. This is an evil place. Okay.
I think they would be more happy if you were getting tortured.
Yeah, but they ain't getting that. They ain't getting that lucky. Dolly is really, really funny about hot stuff. I don't eat really anything spicy, hot, any of that. So it would tear me apart. I got like thin insides.
I already know. I
So-
don't want to deal with that, y'all. So yeah.
1,000 likes. PJ eats it, and I put up with her. Okay.
Right, when I'm crying because I can't breathe, it's so hot, it's burning my throat. I can't wait.
Well, I'll take you to the hospital.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm down.
So you might luck out, and they might not like the video. Okay.
They won't.
But y'all guys pass it around. Like it. And all we got
I'll
to
do it. I'm not kidding. I'll do it.
both channels have to add up to
No,
1,000.
I don't want no.
Together,
That's
collectively.
No.
So say this one gets 700 and the other one gets 300.
No.
That's 1,000.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Now people are my word. You got to do it, PJ. You can't let me down.
I'm not somebody that says
Look,
something
there's
that I
only
don't do.
250 likes now. There's only 250 likes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm not stressed. Do
So
I look
look, the
stressed?
replay crew's not been liking the videos, right?
I know. I was watching it. I was so
So-
excited. The
so
video
right
from
now,
yesterday had
you can agree-
534 likes, and then an hour later, it went up to like 542. And I documented it because the replay crew, I told you, sucks.
No, the replay crew is awesome. They're going to like it this time because it's going to torture you, and you just talk bad about them. Okay, so now
we'll
they're
see.
out. The replay crew is out for blood now. They're out for your blood, PJ. Okay, you're going to be eating a hot ass chip. I got
Okay.
faith, right, guys? Tomorrow,
Okay.
this time, if there's
Okay.
1,000 likes on this video, okay, which is only 250 now. PJ don't like the replay crew. I'm big on the replay crew. Y'all don't let me down this time, right? She is going
Dame's
to
doing what they're supposed to be
That's
doing. That's all.
Okay. She gonna eat the hot ass chip. I got faith in you guys that you ain't gonna let me down. We together, we a team. My Dolly
Oh my
ninjas out there.
God, Mary Jane just said, "Be careful. Those chips are killers." I don't want to die.
Like the video, guys. I'm telling
What
you,
the hell?
we get 1,000 turtles on this one. PJ, we setting her on chip fire. Okay, we're feeding her the hottest chip on the planet, and she's gonna take it for the team. Okay. Well, let's see how it works. You might be safe, PJ. You might not
I
even have
think
to
I am.
worry. I think you
I'm
might.
pretty
be.
confident.
You pretty confident?
Mhm.
I don't know. I might start sharing this video when I'm done.
Go ahead.
I'll put
dare
it in my
you to.
Facebook groups and everywhere I can share a damn video. I'll share this damn thing.
I dare you. I'm
Okay.
gonna be on chip fire in your dreams.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, we love you. We'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And PJ will be eating that hot ass chip. And until then, you guys be safe. Peace. PJ.